tycoon of the city, taking his ancestral setup Plastipack to a height where the success embraced it warmly. Sir completed his higher education from BITS Pilani before entering into the business world. Under his precious guidance, the firm became one of the topmost exporter, creating a loyal customer base globally. He has been the past chairman of Flex Council, Plastic Export Promotion Council. His philanthropic instinct inspired him to contribute towards institutions like Jyoti Bal Vikas Sansthan, which runs a school for the hearing handicapped. Not only that, he has been a trustee of a charitable trust, Ram Raghubir Gunvati Devi Jan Seva Nyas. We are really blessed to have you listed. Thank you, sir. I would humbly request our principal ma'am to kindly present a bouquet to our chief guest, sir.
To mark the momentous day, we have prepared a delightful program filled with patriotic power, cultural program, and heartwarming speeches. Our aim is to pay homage to our brave heart freedom fighters who led us to liberation.
Now, I would humbly request our Honorable Principal Ma'am to take the floor and illuminate us with her words of wisdom.
Hearty greetings and wishes to everyone. Honorable Chief Guest, Shri Manoj Agarwal ji, the members of the Management Committee and the Sabha, Principal of Shri Sanatan Dharm Balika Vidyalaya, Ma'am Pooja Mishra, Headmistress of our Shri Sanatan Dharm Primary School, Madam Sonal Srivastav, Headmistress of Shri Sanatan Dharm Public School, Ma'am Namita Minocha, all the lovely teachers from all the institutions, students from all the institutions. I'm so glad that all of us have joined here on this auspicious occasion. I extend a very, very warm welcome to our Honorable Chief Guest, Sir, Shri Manoj Agarwal ji, for sparing his valuable time for us. We're very, very grateful to you, sir. I must say one thing, that very recently we had this Into-School Fest in our school, where 31 CBSE schools participated. It was a technical cum literary fest, and we had a guest here from IIT Kanpur, Dr. Ankush Sharma ji. And in his address to the students, he advised that when you all grow up, the students, they have to come up with new ideas. They have to innovate. And very importantly, instead of seeking employment, jobs, they have to create jobs for the others. And that is exactly what our chief guest, sir, has done. A big round of applause for sir. I'm so glad that you have joined us on a day when all the 4 schools of the Sabha have come together. Sir has set up this huge empire, and I must say that it is a great service to our city. He is running a limited company, a listed company with more than 6,000 employees here in Kanpur and elsewhere also in the country. It's an export house. He has been exporting to the other countries. So you can imagine what kind of hard work, what kind of vision it must have taken for him to take his empire to such heights. We are so grateful for your presence today, and I'm sure that it's going to be very, very inspiring for our students, the future generation of our country. Thank you so much, and I hope that this is not the last time, it's the first time you have come here, and I hope that you will visit us again and again to inspire us all. Thank you, R.K. Agarwal ji, for making his presence possible and always revealing such inspiring personalities for our students. Now, every time we celebrate our Independence Day, our minds go back to the time when we were reeling under the British rule, when the country was not free, when a few who were enlightened with the light of education thought about making the country free. They inspired and awakened the others who were still in the dark so that the country could breathe free and stand on her own feet. One can understand what kind of bravado and strength of character it must have taken to do that. The values which propelled them were complete dedication to their motherland, love and compassion for their countrymen, humility, simplicity, and inexhaustible ability to work hard, and courage to face any adversity, any challenge bravely. As future bearers of the nation, you all need students to imbibe the same values now. We may be politically free, but there will be problems and challenges always. You have to draw your inspiration from the heroes of the freedom struggle. You have to draw your inspiration from the nation builders after the independence, the scientists, the economists, the educationists, the experts in the field of medicine, the agricultural experts, and so on. Education was their key. And a complete education is your key. By complete education, I mean an education which is complemented with good character, an education which comes with perseverance by attending classes with focus and concentration,
angelic voices of our school choir has reminded us of the power of music to touch hearts and souls. Their dedication and hard work was evident in each note they sang. Undoubtedly, Shriyansh, it was a commendable performance, don't you think?
Absolutely, Prabhul. It was enthralling.
Now, I would like to invite the little stars from SSC Public School to take the floor for a dance saluting glorious India. They are going to present a beautiful harmony of rhythm and move through their performance.
मेरा भारत अखंड अतुल्य 21वीं सदी का आत्मनिर्भर देश उत्कृष्ट वर्तमान और उज्जवल भविष्य की ओर सुदृढ़ कदम बढ़ाता अपनी जड़ों के साथ मजबूती से जुड़ा जगमगाता आर्यावर्त सुफलम मनयज शीतलम सस्य श्यामलम मातरम वन्दे मातरम परिचय लगिया सरसर चलती पवन शुभ तेरे मौसम वन्दे मातरम जंगल जंगल डाली डाली जानवती पर से सब लोबाली तेरे चरणों का करने हम शीतल मुस्कान तेरा करम वन्दे मातरम वन्दे मातरम तेरी जननी माँ भारती तू नहीं साहस भारती जग करता तेरी आरती ऐसी तेरी भक्ति को तेरे साक्षात है तेरे करोड़ों साथ है तेरे करोड़ों हाथ है एक तेरी शक्ति है सारे ही साथ तेरी रक्षा तेरा हर क्षेत्र Shitalam Shasyaamalam Mataram Vande Sujalam Sufalam Ayat Shitalam Shasyaamalam Mataram Vande Sujalam Sufalam Ayat Shitalam Shasyaamalam Mataram Vande.
It was a mesmerizing performance.
मेरे वतन से अच्छा कोई वतन नहीं. Yes, we are going to have a musical melody by Nikhil Chand of SST Primary School to praise the nation, the land of India. The melody was enthralling. Tireless Titans, the NDRF, Shaktya Bhaidamayati. From strength comes courage. Strength does not come from physical capacity. It comes from the indomitable will. We cannot stop natural disasters, but we can prepare ourselves with knowledge and awareness. India faced some of its severe natural calamities like super cyclone in Odisha 1999, Gujarat earthquake 2001, and tsunami 2004. This succession of events propelled need of comprehensive disaster management plan. Accordingly, in 2006, NDRF was constituted. Since then, each and every situation is handled by the NDRF on a board. Its portrayal of exceptional courage and dedication has continued to win hearts of millions of countrymen. In the recent cyclone, Biparjoy, which struck the state of Gujarat, NDRF evacuated victims trapped under huge rubble of debris, rescued people trapped in flood areas, clusters of half-submerged houses, bridges. There were hardly any casualties. Let us salute real heroes who are engaged relentlessly, saving their lives through the special presentation by the
students of class 6, 7, and 8.
Greetings, everyone. The state of Gujarat in Western India is indeed a flourishing state with a very impressive cultural diversity. Let's get a glimpse of the incredible culture of Gujarat and enjoy famous Gujarati Garba. Which developed into a very serious cyclonic storm on 11 to 11:30 p.m. over the Arabian Sea was likely to influence the monsoon progress. Let us see what were the news updates on Picard Joy. Good morning to all. This is SMBC News Channel, the only channel that brings to you the truth of the news. I'm Raghu Trivedi and I'm announcing it's 8 a.m. That means the time for your favorite show, Disasters on Extreme. The breaking news of the hour, Picard Joy on alert.
Storms, Bipar Joy, over the east central Arabian Sea, expected to intensify further during the next 36 hours and move northeastwards over the last 2 days. A low pressure area has formed over the northeast Bay of Bengal, to which light to heavy rainfall is expected in several parts of northeast and south India. According to Indian Meteorological Department, some drizzle is also expected in the national capital. However, July is not expected to get any despite from sodium temperatures as mercury is expected to cross 40 degrees Celsius. Several parts of Maharashtra, including Mumbai, Thane, Palghar, are also expected to receive light to moderate rainfall for the next 2 days due to cyclonic circumstances. The weather department has advised fishermen not to venture up to the sea on the coast of Kerala, Karnataka, and Lakshadweep Islands, as heavy rainfall is expected in the region for next 2 to 4 days. The IMD has further predicted that Saurashtra and Kutch coast will equally experience wind speeds of 35 to 45 kilometers per hour, likely to prevail on June 10th and likely to increase to 40 to 50 kilometers per hour and gusting to 60 kilometers per hour on June 11th. The IMD has not yet predicted any major impact on the countries adjoining the Arabian Sea, including India, Pakistan, Iran, and Oman. It's time for a short break. We'll be back with the further updates. See you soon. After the news of Picard Joy, there was panic all around. We take you to a home where people were planning their belongings. here. This place is no longer safe for us to stay. As a cyclone named Biparjoy is approaching, we have to move to a safer place. So we are going to your aunt's house for some days.
Why we have to vacate our house due to a cyclone?
Let me tell you about Black Friday.
Black Friday?
Around 24 years back, when we were living in Odisha, the super cyclone, also known as Paradeep cyclone, hit the shore with wind speeds up to 250 kilometers per hour. On 29th October 1999, it caused a number of casualties. Around lakhs of houses were flattened, trees were uprooted, infrastructure was destroyed. Life in coastal Odisha came to a standstill. But now, as we have the prior intimation, our country's National Disaster Response Force is taking measures to evacuate the areas and reduce the casualty rate.
Let's switch on the television. Biparjoy, the first cyclonic storm over the Arabian Sea, wreaked havoc in Gujarat. The news channel was flooded with the news of Biparjoy.
Welcome to SSTC News Channel. It's me, your host Mohita. For today's panel discussion, we have esteemed guests with us. The heads of IMD, Mr. Patra and Mr. Matthew, the chief of NDRF, and the mayor of the city. Now let's dive into the discussion. First and foremost, let's ask the head of IMD, Mr. Patra. So, what were the early warning signs and forecasts issued by IMD regarding the Biparjoy cyclone?
We issued early warnings about the Biparjoy cyclone based on our weather monitoring system and satellite data. The forecast included the cyclone's projected path, intensity, and expected landfall time.
Moving towards the chief of NDRF. So, how well prepared was NDRF in terms of manpower, equipment, and coordination with other agencies before the cyclone's impact?
We had prepositioned our teams into vulnerable areas and ensured adequate manpower and equipments were available. Coordination with agencies, including the local administration, was well established to facilitate a prompt response.
It's time to now ask the mayor. So, what were the immediate measures taken by the local authorities and what were the biggest challenges they faced during the cyclone?
Local authorities activated emergency response plans, including evacuation measures in high-risk areas. The biggest challenges were ensuring the safety of vulnerable population and restoring essential services amid severe weather conditions.
Now I would like to ask the head of IMD, Mr. Matthew. So, how effective are the communication channels during the cyclone to disseminate safety and warning instructions to the public?
Communication channels were robust, including weather updates, mobile alerts, and social media platforms. We work closely with the local authorities to ensure public receive timely warning and safety instructions.
Let's move forward to the mayor. Post-cyclone, what are the short-term and long-term measures planned by the local government to aid in recovery and rehabilitation?
Well, Mohita, in the short terms, we are focusing on providing immediate relief, medical assistance, and restoring basic services. In the long terms, we will work implementing measures to enhance disaster resilience.
Last question for the Chief of NDRF. What lessons can we learn from the handling of the Biparjoy cyclone? And how can we improve our preparedness for future cyclonic events?
We need to continually enhance our forecasting capabilities and invest in a disaster response infrastructure. Regular drills, public awareness campaigns, and coordination with agencies are crucial for improving preparedness.
Thank you to all the esteemed panelists for sharing your insights and expertise on the Biparjoy cyclone. It's essential to learn from past experiences to better prepare for future challenges. Let's move forward to Ground Zero, a post in Gujarat place where the Biparjoy is about to hit and experience the anxiety of the people and how they will face this natural calamity.
On 15 June 2023, when cyclone Biparjoy hit the Gujarat coast with passing wind speeds of over 110 km per hour, the NDRF team emerged as a beacon of hope, executing daring rescues and demonstrating their unwavering commitment to saving lives. Their heroic acts of bravery tug at our heartstrings, reminding us of the strength that lies within humanity. This is Wanda, and this is Aditi. It's Tuesday, June 19. We are live here from the rescue camp. As we can all see, there are so many people who have become homeless, and few are searching for their kith and kin. And here we can talk with some of the victims of Cyclone Biparjoy who have lost their family and homes. Today, with us we have Ismail Sheikh, a truck driver who has not heard from his family since Cyclone Biparjoy made landfall in Gujarat. Left him stranded at a roadside food stall without electricity since Thursday. His phone's battery was dead. He was unsure when will he able to contact his family and inform them that he is safe now. So, how are you now managing here?
There is no electricity here. I was supposed to transport more goods from Mundra to Haryana, but cannot do that now. Due to storm, I don't know when I will be able to contact my family.
What is your name, sir?
My name is Ahmed.
So, Ahmed, to whom you want to thank after this big disaster?
It was very scary and we have kept in blue damage, but nature's rage was somewhat less than we anticipated. Thank God we are safe.
मामा, आप इतनी बड़ी आपदा से सुरक्षित बचकर आज अपने परिवार के साथ यहाँ खड़े हो। इसका श्रेय आप किसको देना चाहोगे?
भगवान की कृपा से आज हम सब सुरक्षित हैं। इसलिए मैं एनडीआरएफ टीम को दिल से धन्यवाद करना चाहूंगी कि उन्होंने अपनी जान की परवाह न करते हुए हम सबकी जान बचाई।
धन्यवाद मामा। आपका नाम क्या है तथा आप कहाँ से हैं?
मेरा नाम बलवीर सिंह है, मैं कच्छ से हूँ।
इस मुश्किल के समय सरकार द्वारा उठाए गए कदम से क्या आप संतुष्ट हैं?
हाँ, क्यों नहीं। सबसे पहले मैं मौसम विभाग की सराहना करना चाहूंगा, जिन्होंने समय रहते हुए सरकार को बिपारजॉय से अवगत कराया और सरकार ने सही कदम उठाकर लोगों को सुरक्षित स्थानों में सेना की मदद से पहुंचाया।
धन्यवाद।
With the hope that the situation will restore to normal soon, our daily news session comes to an end. Thank you, viewers. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat. The National Disaster Response Force for its vital role in and property during emergencies. Their dedication and efforts contribute significantly in ensuring the safety and well-being of communities. The community's voice rose, resonating with appreciation for the NDR's efforts and understood the importance of unity during prime time.
धरती है जान कदमों तले धरती नहीं हम रखते हैं आसमान अपने प्राणों की चिंता हमें नहीं लिखकर
Our salute to the tireless Titans for their hats off job for the safety of our people. Now, I would humbly request our Chief Guest Sir to enlighten us with his kind words.
Respected members of the National Committee, my dear friends Rajiv, and I see Dubai, our team, my people responsible for bringing me here this morning. This is the Shuhadas, teachers of the school, and my young friends from all the 4 schools here. Greetings on India's 77th Independence Day. There's an error on your screen. It is the 77th Independence Day and the 76th anniversary. So on this occasion, the performances are repeating and swelling, as you rightly said. It's been a long time since I had the privilege of being able to watch a school performance at either an annual day. I've been associated with a school for the hearing handicapped which is a small school in Betul, philanthropic institution, who hold their annual functions on the 14th of November every year. Well, that performance is done by children who can't hear and can't speak. And that has always been fascinating for me to attend as a member of the committee and as a participant of the school. This takes me back to the days when my own children were in school and I used to attend the annual performances. It brings back very fond memories of how great and how skillful and how all the children dedicate themselves to create these performances for us to appreciate. Thank you very much, my young friends. Brilliant performance. My apologies to some of you whom I won't be able to watch because I have an engagement soon after this. Thank you, ma'am, for being able to accommodate me and allowing me the privilege of speaking between the performances, something I don't normally like. But thank you very much nevertheless. बच्चे ज्ञान के सागर होते हैं, ऐसा मैं बराबर सोचता है। और जब मैं अपनी ग्रैंड डॉटर को देखता हूँ, कल वो वंदे मातरम का एलिब्रेशन अपने स्कूल में कर रही थी, 6 साल की भी नहीं है, और उसकी दादी उसको प्रैक्टिस करा रही थी वंदे मातरम के लिए। जब वंदे मातरम की परफॉर्मेंस में आई तो रिकॉर्डिंग हाउ शी वाज performing and how much I could train her. And it's so important for us to inculcate the Bhavna of Bharat. Unfortunately, there are forces which want to look at Bharat in a different eye altogether. But the entire concept of Bharat and the entire concept of Bharatvarsh, I don't know, it's 5,000 years or 10,000 years. That's the. It's probably the. It's still it's still to be understood. But each Independence Day, when we remember our heroes and remember our the people who got us independence, I think it will be memories that all of you will go with for the rest of their lives. I asked the principal what do you want me to speak on, and I was fascinated by her own speech on education. And that is something that I was talking about myself. I was trying to understand what is education and what is knowledge. I was browsing the net. I've forgotten the art of speaking. Actually, I've been off the mic for many years now. But I was trying to understand what is education and what is knowledge. And then it struck me that why are all the schools, they come with the education centers, so Padampa, Students and Vidyaniketan, school with an education center. And then I realized that the distinction between what is education and what is knowledge, they'll come through that in a couple of minutes from now. So while browsing the net, and I admit I had to go through the net to understand, and while I was very vehement about not looking at Google, but unfortunately, that is where we actually also learn, and we enhance the power of our thinking. As long as you use Google to enhance what you learn and not substitute that, I think per se Google by itself is a great tool. And I know that school principals and school teachers dissuade children from spending so much time on the net. As long as you browse for knowledge and increasing your understanding of the subject matter, I think it's a great tool which the world has given us and which technology has provided us with. I myself a victim of that habit, only to learn and understand the subject matter better than what I can in the book. So I came across a nice paragraph, and I quote verbatim: ज्ञान खुद में वर्तमान है, इंसान सिर्फ उसका आविष्कार करता है. I'm talking about आविष्कार, not आविष्कार. आविष्कार is विचार. दुनिया में कुछ ऐसे भी होते हैं जो कि किसी भी विषय में थोड़ा सा ज्ञान प्राप्त होने पर यह समझने लगते हैं कि वे दुनिया के सबसे अधिक ज्ञानी व्यक्ति हैं और फिर अपने तुच्छ ज्ञान के बल पर सामने वाले को नीचा दिखाने की कोशिश करते हैं, जबकि वो यह नहीं जानते ज्ञानी व्यक्ति वो नहीं कहलाता जो कि काफी बातें जानता है, बल्कि वास्तव में ज्ञानी उन्हें माना जाता है जो कि कम मगर काम की बातें जानता हो। वही ज्ञान तो इस तरह के विचारों को हमें अपने जीवन में उतारने की क्षमता रखनी चाहिए। Why I read this paragraph verbatim is that the thoughts behind this are so precise for our life today as to the distinction between what we learn in the classroom and what we consider as jnana. Takes me back to my own school days. I was privileged to be at a public school in Calcutta, the 60s. We were still, and Calcutta was the hallowed city of the colonial era. I was unfortunate to have gone through an education system even 20 years after independence. My history book was British Indian history. 20 years after independence, I still regret that I was being made to mug up the kings and queens of royal family. I was being told what Clement Attlee did or did not do for us. Who was Lord Wavell? Who was Robert Clive? That was my history. My learnings about Indian history came from a Hindi teacher. I remember his name, S.K. Singh, a true nationalist. Chudidar pajama, khattab ki sherwani, and a Gandhi topi. In chaste Hindi, he would pick up episodes from the Hindi text and tell us about Indian history. My learnings about Shivaji, the exploits of Bhagat Singh, my learnings about Rana Pratap, unfortunately did not come from my history books. They came from the Hindi lessons that my teacher gave me. That is knowledge. That is where a distinction gets created between a textbook and the entire concept of what we call knowledge. We used to have small classes those days, 20, 22 students per class. It used to be 20. Till our batch, there was pressure and the school decided to make it 25. But we were only 23 by the time we finished school. And the teacher knew the name, and all 3 years, 9, 10, 11, the teachers were same. They used to never change the teachers. It was class 11, not plus 2. Not only knew the names of the students, of course, but the family and the parents on a first name basis. Because the system allowed that to happen. Today, the pressure of the entire system is so intense that possibly these minor pleasures of life are getting diluted, but we need to live with that. A second teacher I recall, D.K. Raghunath from Pilani. He was in charge of a course called Workshop Practice in Engineering. We do a course in Workshop Practice in Engineering Graphics. It's a first year course. This gentleman was from, I think, Heavy Engineering Corporation, Ranchi, that is where he used to work, and he decided to come into academics. Only a Bachelor of Engineering. He was not an MTech, not a PhD, not a scholar. The vibrancy and the passion with which he would teach a simple course like Workshop Practice meant that his classrooms, 100, 120, our classrooms in Indian colleges are big, even those days 50 years back, used to be absolutely chock-a-block. And while speaking in a classroom like this, he would be sweating by the time that 45-minute class would be over. He was so passionate about the subject that he would speak verbatim, no notes. You attend his class, you don't need to take notes. And imagine, I still remember that man 55 years after leaving college. I remember Mr. S.K. Singh 62 years, maybe 60 years after having studied from him. I remember his name, I remember his face. My young friends, all of you, when you go back in life, when you get to speak on a platform like this, please rever and recognize your teachers in exactly the same manner. It is the best lesson that you can carry back home in your life. It is the entire concept in our own Indian culture. We have this concept of a guru and a shishya culture, which these buildings are actually diluting. We can't help that because that is part of the whole system. But the culture still remains in our minds. And I can see that in the performance this morning, where it is the cultural ethos of the country which is being propagated by the institution that we all are fortunate enough to be studying in. I commend the school management for uplifting this entire institution in the way it has. Knowledge comes not only from what the teachers tell you, knowledge is also the experience that you gain from your own peer group, from your friends, how you interact with your classroom friends, how do you behave with your juniors, how do you respect your seniors, even the canteen worker. That makes you a complete man or woman. That makes you the future icon of the country. And don't you ever forget this lesson that what is the big difference between a good institution and average one. I never say there's a bad institution. No college is bad. There could be an average one, there could be a good one. The only difference is what you learn outside the classroom is a good institution. And that is the most important lesson that you carry home. And that is what will make you the person who will be a successful person 10 years or 50 years from now, depending on how old you are. There's a similar which I picked up, and I like to mention that a way to understand, maybe in your language, knowledge and education is computers. All of you know how to work with computers, and you do know how to use the applications that are on computers. So that is, of course, the education that you have, the knowledge that you have. The education of writing an operating system, of creating the hardware of the computer is not there with you. You don't have to be there. So if you can make that distinction between knowledge and education, the stimuli that I'm presenting on computer, you can understand the difference on what you apply and what you learn. We try to bring in a small story from Gita, which all of us have read and all of us have taught about. सनातन धर्म हम लोगों को अपना कर्तव्य निभाने पर एवं अपने कर्म करने पर अनेक धर्मात्मों में उल्लेख करता है. कर्म और कर्तव्य, two pillars of our upbringing. और इसका शायद सबसे बड़ा उदाहरण कुरुक्षेत्र के मैदान पे हम लोग को देखने को मिला, जब भगवान कृष्ण अर्जुन को अपने कर्म करने का पालन करते हैं, उनको उपदेश देते हैं. उस उपदेश को हम लोग सब पढ़ते हैं, सुनते हैं और अपने धर्म के की तरफ कर्तव्य का पालन करने का उलाहना करते हैं. Here was Arjun standing on the chariot, wanting and getting dissuaded in his mind not to kill his brethren right across. उसको लड़ाई लड़ना बचपन से सीखा था उसने. He was a hero. He was a warrior. He had been trained to be a warrior. But when faced with his own brothers, he could not proceed till a guru came into the picture. At this place, हम लोग भगवान कृष्ण को आराधना करते हैं. Lord Krishna became a guru and a teacher to show him the path and tell him the distinction between karma and kartavya. और कर्तव्य का पालन करने के लिए कर्म तो पूरा करना ही पड़ेगा. That is the lesson that भगवान कृष्ण gave. जब भगवान कृष्ण अपने आप को एक गुरु के रूप में रिसीव होकर के हम लोगों को रास्ता दिखा सकते हैं. With all the stories that भगवान कृष्ण has, the essence of this entire episode, a small episode that we all know in different languages in different ways, is that दोनों ही pillars हमारे लिए जरूरी हैं. It is the distinction that the teacher or the guru will tell you, and the path the guru and the teacher will tell you to follow. Children, as you go along in life, 10 or 50 years from now, when you enter your jobs, your factories, your companies, your professions, you'll be faced with this exactly same dilemma. A doctor will be faced on the operation theatre. A professional chartered accountant will be faced with this dilemma. You will be faced with the same dilemma when your parents are 80 years and you are 50 years and living in America, and your parents are in India and there is nobody to take care of them. It's a dilemma of karma and kartavya. Spend these 5 or 10 years in school to learn to face this challenge of life. That is the only education that will carry and help you through your life. Set your goals. This is one prime example. Arjun's goal was to win the war. That was very clear from the day Krishna got born. We know this. The day Krishna got born, it was known that a war will take place. And he had Arjun as the Pandavas as the path which will create that entire sequence of events related to the war. So kids, set your goals always, whether in a classroom, whether in your life, and work towards that goal. You will get distractions on the way, so there will always be a tomorrow to do what you can do today. There will always be something that you would want to postpone. So yes, study hard. Without studying, you won't get through. That is what the system says. But nevertheless, there's a nephew of mine. He just got admission in PG in Masters Orthopedics. As a young kid in class 5-6, he was student of JK, Sir Padampar. As a kid of class 5-6, he used to say, "Taudi, मेरे को तो डॉक्टर बनना है, न्यूरोसर्जन बनना है." 5-6 साल का, 5-6 क्लास में, 12-13 वर्ष का, 13-14 वर्ष का. He studied. He went for coaching. He got into MBBS. He got AFMC, top 5 colleges. He joined the army, and then he had a momentary thought, because in AFMC you need to sign a bond and to serve for the country. His first posting was Ladakh, and his parents were absolutely, my younger brother, cousin brother and his wife, and he said, "Bhaiya, kuch kariye, inse baat kariye." I sent him a message. The message also came from the DGOMS, who was at that time a friend of mine, a lieutenant general. He sent a beautiful message. I said, "Look here, my young friend, you have got a chance to serve the country very few people have. You will forever on your life get the Ladakh colors." So people who get posted on the fronts, which are tough postings, like the northeast once upon a time, Ladakh, get special colors. Those colors you will always probably display. Those 2 years that you spend in Ladakh will make you a man forever. Nothing that you can ever do, nothing that you ever achieve in life can replace spending 2 years on a front posting near the China border in the state of Ladakh. When he came back, he got posted to Bareilly. He was here for the break. I said, "How was Ladakh?" He said, "It's the best lesson of my life. I'm so thankful to you that strings were not pulled to get me a cushion posting. Let lead a tough life. And that's why I have an issue with air-conditioned classrooms. Sorry, Rajiv bhai, because but that is what it is. I see this every other day, and when I first saw this in the Delhi schools some 20 years ago with my nephews, my sister's children, I was absolutely shocked. And that is when I used to travel in a train from Howrah to Pilani via Delhi, in an unreserved second class compartment. I used to travel there up and down. Never, we didn't have ACs in those days anyway. There was one first AC which only the privileged used to travel in. That is what created the man I am today. I commend all of you, and God bless. My heartiest congratulations to the entire school and the school management and the team, especially Mrs. Das, who's running a fantastic place, fantastic institution. Very impressed by the school building and the infrastructure that Rajiv bhai showed me around. And I hope that all of you do well in your life. My blessings. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for your valuable erudition.
May I now humbly request our manager, Sir Soni, to extend the token of love to our chief guest.
I really wish to thank sir for his erudition. Yesterday, when I was interacting with him, he actually told me that I don't do any public speaking nowadays, but it doesn't look same. You had so many things to tell the students, and excellent advice and suggestion that we have given to them is really going to work wonders, because when we tell them the same thing, it doesn't sit very well. When it comes from successful people outside the system, definitely it has a different impact. Thank you so much, sir. We have Thank you so much. Thanks a lot.
India, with a great heritage, has witnessed several pivotal agricultural revolutions that have transformed the country's farming landscape and contributed significantly to its food security and economic growth. From Green Revolution made by Dr. M.S. Swaminathan to the White Revolution spearheaded by Verghese Q. These agricultural revolutions have played a vital role in India's agriculture. The Metro Man of transformed the landscape of urban transportation in India too. Mr. Rajiv Gandhi, the man who brought the IT revolution in our country. We hailed them all. Let's delve into an enlightening journey of their achievements and lasting impacts through a talk show, Icon of Progress, presented by the students of SSD.
morning. So, he's Curian, the father of white revolution. Hello, sir.
Namaste.
Sir Rajiv Gandhi, the father of information technology. Welcome to our show, sir.
Namaste.
Sir Srikaran, the father of revolution. Welcome, sir.
Namaste.
Please have a seat. Let's give a huge round of applause to the Swaminathan, a great revolutionary thinker in India. What a moment in our lives to come face to face with a person of such intellect, dedication, and vision. We are indeed indebted to your contribution, sir. Could you tell us something about your journey and how you became involved in agricultural development?
Good morning, Sakshi. Good morning, Srikriti. It's my pleasure to be here. My journey in agricultural development began with my upbringing in a rural environment. I grew up observing the struggles of farmers and their dependency on unpredictable monsoons. This ignited my passion to address the challenges faced by the farming community and led me to pursue my career in agriculture. During my studies and research, I became increasingly aware of the urgent need to increase food production to feed India's growing population, and my scientific background motivated me to explore innovative approaches to agriculture. I firmly believe that science and technology could play a pivotal role in transforming Indian agriculture and improving the livelihood of farmers.
What dedication, sir! The Green Revolution brought about significant changes in Indian agriculture. Could you tell us about its impact on the country?
The Green Revolution aimed at boosting agricultural productivity through the adoption of high-yielding crop varieties, improved irrigation systems, and increased use of fertilizers and pesticides. It began in the 1960s and focused initially on wheat and later expanded to rice and other crops. The introduction of high-yielding varieties of crops played a crucial role in the Green Revolution's success. It stimulated rural employment, reduced poverty, and contributed to the overall economic development of the country.
What an integrated program by you, sir! Thank you, Mr. Swaminathan, for sharing your insights on the Green Revolution and the future of agriculture in India. We appreciate your time today.
Thank you for having me. I believe that by harnessing the power of science and technology, we can achieve food security, alleviate poverty, and ensure a healthy environment for future generations.
Thank you, sir, for your precious information.
The pleasure is mine.
Now it's time to take inspiration from the Padma Vibhushan, Dr. Varghese Kurian, father of the White Revolution in India. Sir was a social entrepreneur whose billion-liter idea, Operation Flood, made dairy farming India's largest self-sustaining industry and the largest rural employment sector, providing a third of all the rural income. Sir has been awarded with various awards for his work and dedication. Sir has been awarded with Padma Shri in 1965, Padma Bhushan in 1966, and last but not the least, Sir has got an award for the International Person of the Year 1993. What an achievement! Sir, can you please apprise us all about what is White Revolution?
Well, White Revolution period intended to make India
the self-dependent nation in milk production, making it the world's largest producer of milk. Dr. Tribhuvan Das Patel launched the Bharat Revolution in Anand, Gujarat in 1970. In the city of Anand, the Anand Milk Union Limited, Amul, was founded. I was the pioneer in promoting the Amul Cooperative Society. The concept quickly spread across India, making India the world's biggest milk producer.
Great work, sir. What really helped you to succeed, sir?
My integrity and constant search for excellence in everything brought me success. We made milk available at the same price in all seasons. Middlemen were eliminated.
What a thought. How did you get an idea of Operation Flood?
Operation Flood is the program that led to White Revolution. It created a national milk grid linking producers throughout India to consumers over 700 towns and cities. Our withdrawal are village milk producers, cooperatives, which procure milk and provide inputs and services, making modern management and technology available for all members.
Really amazing. Who was your inspiration, sir?
Well, when I met Tribhuvan Das Patel in Anand, the latter was trying to unite the farmers in a bid to fight exploitation. I was inspired by Patel and formed Kara District Cooperative Milk Producers Union Limited in 1946. This later came to be known as Amul Dairy.
What an achievement. Thank you, sir, for sharing your precious time with us.
It's my pleasure.
Rajiv Gandhi brought a revolution in the field of information technology and telecom. The idea led to the setting up of the Mahanagar Telephone Nigam Limited, popularly known as MTNL. Sir was a man to transfer telecom services to the rural India or the India which should sense. Introducing the vision, Rajiv Gandhi not only started the computer revolution of our country, but also played an important role in bringing the telecommunication revolution to digitalize today's India. Please put your hands together for the honorable PM Rajiv Gandhi. So, you are known for making computer a household in India. How did you visualize this?
Well, the computer era in India had started during the tenure of country's first PM, Jawaharlal Nehru, in 1952. When I took over as the Prime Minister of India in 1984, I started the computer revolution to take the country to a new height. Being a pilot by profession, I was traveling worldwide, so I saw that the computer had become quite popular in the West. I realized that if India had to progress, it had to catch up with the technology advancements. Therefore, in the era of globalization in the year 1991, with the help of the government, private sector companies started making software and there was a lot of progress in it. In 1998, the government of India had declared information technology as the future of India. The duty levied on exporting computers to the other countries was removed. Software companies were given tax relief for up to 10 years on export profits. New MNCs have been allowed to enter the country with 100% equity. This is how we brought IT to our motherland.
Great work, sir. So, you are not only known as the father of India's information technology and telecommunication revolution, but you are also known as the architect of Digital India. How did you achieve this mammoth feat?
Well, the first thing I did was establish the Center for Development of Telematics, CDOT, and develop state-of-the-art telecommunications technology and meet the needs of Indian telecom network. CDOT revolutionized the communication network in India's towns and even villages. The PCO booth also connected rural areas with the outside world. It was followed by MTNL, Mahanagar Telephone Nigam Limited, was established in the year 1986, which helped in spread of communication network. Six technology missions related to communications, water, literacy, immunization, dairy, and oil seeds were all set up with the help of Sam Pitroda.
Very well said, sir. Who envisioned India as a tech leader?
India is an old country but a young nation. I am young and I too have a dream. I dream of India strong, independent, self-reliant, and in the front rank of the nations of the world in the service of mankind. But I would like to credit Sir F.C. Kohli, the co-founder and the first CEO of Tata Consultancy Services, for his contributions to the establishment and growth of Indian IT industry.
Really amazing. Thank you, sir, for sharing your precious information with us.
The pleasure is all mine.
And now, let me update my audience about the DMRC and its journey from 1978. The man behind this successful venture is none other than Sir E. Sridharan. It was on May 3, 1995, when the Delhi Metro Rail Corporation (DMRC) was set up. In 1997, Sir E. Sridharan was appointed as its managing director, and the metro's first phase of 65 kilometers was completed in 2006. Today, it spans 39 kilometers and 285 stations. The metro has changed lives. In and around Delhi, connected people across far-flung areas efficiently and had made travel safer, especially for women. So, what were some of your priorities when you joined the DMRC and its journey?
I wanted to make this a world-class metro. We already have the Kolkata metro that wasn't up to the standard, either in speed or comfort. We wanted the metro to bring in the latest technology, and also we wanted the metro to be delivered well before time. And we wanted to execute the project with the least inconvenience to the public.
Good idea, sir. In India, it is a struggle to get the middle and the upper middle classes to have engines in their cars. Can the metro ever become a class equalizer?
Surely it can. The Delhi metro is rather overcrowded. That is the one reason why people don't want to abandon their cars. Also, the metro does not provide door-to-door feeder buses. If you are able to offer comfortable service and arrange for door-to-door conveyance, people will come. The one way of reducing congestion in DMRC is by increasing the number of trains and speeding up existing trains. It means more power consumption. We should beat up additional energy charges and increase acceleration. Today, the average speed is only 28 to 29 kilometers per hour. As including the station stoppages, it can be safely raised to 33 to 34 kilometers per hour.
What a thought, sir. Sir, towards the success of Delhi Metro?
The whole success of Delhi Metro is because of the unique tube, where maximum importance is given to punctuality, integrity, professional competence, and a commitment to serve the society.
Good efforts by you, sir. You are in the 90s and 97. You are still in charge of many projects. Are you too busy to enjoy retirement?
Yes, I'm still very busy. Not just with the metro, but also many other commitments that I have made.
May God bless you with great health and a long life. With this, we come to the end of our rendezvous with the Crusaders. So this time, now to put our goodbye from SSTC Independence Day Special News. Until his Dr. Kani and Secret Lieutenant. Signing off for now until the next celebration. Thank you, sir.
Indeed, an insightful conversation throwing light on our achievements. Music and rhythm find their way into the secret places of the soul. Rightly said by Plato. So next, we are going to have a beautiful dance performance, Rag Ragwe Hindustan, by the lovely children of SSG Primary School.
डाउनलोड करिए ओरिजिनल।
What a mesmerizing and beautiful performance.
Now, I would like to invite SSD Public School to present their poet, Swarnim Bharat, to praise the golden land of India.
Ability was electronic.
Dance is the hidden language of the soul, and India has been the land of inspiring doings. Celebrating the rich Indian culture, next we have a mesmerizing dance performance by the students of SSDC portraying the three legendary artists who have been honored with one of the most prestigious awards, Padma Vibhushan. Our first maestro is renowned Sonal Mansingh. The grace and artistry in the world of dance. Through her graceful movement, she transports us to the realm where the divine and immortal meet and where the essence of Indian heritage shines brilliantly. Next in the row we have Pandit Uday Shankar, the visionary who revolutionized Indian dance by amalgamating traditional forms with contemporary expressions. Last but not the least is the incomparable Birju Maharaj, a true duet of Kathak, a form of storytelling through rhythmic footwork and exquisite hand gestures. What a spellbinding performance once again. These budding artists portraying the Padma Vibhushan awardees have woven a tapestry of emotion. May their art continue to inspire and enlighten us for generations to come. It is rightly said, speech is the golden harvest that follows the flowering of thoughts. Now, I would like to invite Vidhi Pandey of Class 7 from SSGC to deliver her speech, throwing light on our long journey from the struggle of freedom to the day of celebration.
Greetings to one and all. Today we gather here with hearts filled with pride and gratitude as we celebrate the 77th Independence Day of our great nation, India. This auspicious occasion not only marks the day when India gained freedom from colonial rule, but it also serves as a reminder of our past successes and the remarkable achievements we have witnessed on our journey as an independent nation. Looking back at our history, we take pride in the struggles and sacrifices made by our freedom fighters who fought relentlessly to secure our liberty. Their indomitable spirit and unwavering determination laid the foundation for the vibrant democracy we cherish today. As we embrace the present, we find ourselves amidst a nation that has achieved remarkable milestones in various fields. One such remarkable achievement was witnessed in the face of natural disasters. The National Disaster Response Force, NDRF, has been a true testament to our commitment to protect and serve our citizens. In the recent past, during the devastating Biparjoy cyclone, the NDRF demonstrated exceptional courage, skill, and dedication. Their timely response, meticulous planning, and relentless efforts in rescue and relief operations saved countless lives and brought hope to those affected. Let us applaud the NDRF for their selfless service to the nation. Our advancements in space exploration have garnered international acclaim. The successful launch of the Chandrayaan-3 stands as a testament to India's great prowess in space technology. This remarkable feat not only showcases our scientific and technological capabilities, but also fuels our dreams of exploring the unknown and contributing to the humanity's knowledge of the cosmos. Beyond these specific achievements, India's progress in various other domains has been nothing short of inspiring. Our economy continues to grow steadily, fostering innovation, entrepreneurship, and job opportunities for millions of young minds. Our agricultural sector has witnessed significant advancements, ensuring food security and transforming the lives of our farmers. The rapid growth of the digital infrastructure has empowered millions, connecting even the remotest corners of our nation to the world. As we celebrate our successes, we must also recognize there are still challenges to overcome. We strive to build a society where every individual can access quality education, healthcare, and basic amenities. We aim to foster an environment that respects and empowers women, ensuring their safety and equal participation in all walks of life. We strive to protect the environment and build a sustainable future for generations to come. On this Independence Day, let us take a collective pledge to work hand in hand, transcending barriers of caste, creed, and religion to build a stronger, united, and inclusive India. Let us honor the sacrifices of our freedom fighters and work tirelessly to uphold the democratic values they fought for. As we move forward, let us embrace the spirit of innovation, resilience, and compassion. Together, we can conquer any challenge that comes our way and create a brighter and more prosperous India. Let be freedom in mind, soul, and heart, faith in our words, and pride in our nature. Let's salute our country on this Independence Day. Jai Hind. Happy Independence Day.
Once again, the speech made us feel proud to be an Indian.
Now, I would like to hand over the mic to the volunteer of SSD's Balika Vidyalaya for the performance Meri Mati, Mera Desh.
सौगंध मुझे इस मिट्टी की, सौगंध मुझे इस मिट्टी की, ये देश नहीं मिटने दूंगी, मैं खुद मिट जाऊंगी लेकिन ये देश नहीं झुकने दूंगी.
उन्नति पथ पर चक्र अनवरत चलता हुआ न ठहरे, फरफर करता शुभ्र गगन में सदा तिरंगा लहरे। सभागार में उपस्थित माननीय अतिथि महोदय एवं समस्त दिग्गजजनों को अमृत महोत्सव की हार्दिक शुभकामनाएं। ये अमृत महोत्सव पूर्ण समर्पण भाव से मनाएं, माँ भारती के चरणों में मिलकर शीश नवाएं। ये उत्सव भारतीयों के मन में हर्ष, उल्लास और राष्ट्रीय चेतना का संचार है। ये हमें उन वीर शहीदों के बलिदान से मिली आजादी का मूल्य समझने के लिए प्रेरित करता है। ये अपने देश को समृद्धि व विकास के पथ पर ले जाने के लिए प्रतिबद्ध करता है। सदा से ही हमारा देश कृषि प्रधान देश कहा गया है, परंतु आज यही देश खेतों में अनाज उगाने से लेकर चंद्रमा पर जीवन के अवसर तलाश रहा है।
I welcome you all to celebrate the 77th Independence Day under the theme Meri Mati, Mera Desh, Mera Tiranga. Our nation is exploring the new heights of success and progressing in each and every field of knowledge and learning. It unfurled us to achieve more such milestones as the launch of Chandrayaan-3, the third and the most recent Lunar Indian space program. It is the huge success and thus it becomes a landmark in the progressive journey of India. All the Indians are very excited and have their eyes on each and every information related to it. Well, Arishi, can you tell me the launching date of Chandrayaan 3?
14 July 2023.
Well done. Now, can you name the superwoman, the chief scientist leading the mission?
Dr. Ritu Srivastava.
Great, your knowledge is appreciable. ISRO is also working on to develop itself to the point that it will send human on Mars and mark its name among the top research centers of the world.
हम अपने देश के विकास को केवल राजनीतिक या वैज्ञानिक दृष्टिकोण से ना देखें, अपितु बेरोजगारी, निर्धनता, कुपोषण आदि समस्याओं से अपने देश को मुक्त करने में पूर्ण सहयोग दें और हम देश के युवाओं को प्रत्येक क्षेत्र में कार्य करने के लिए प्रोत्साहित करें और उन्हें उनके परिजनों, मित्रों और समाज से पूर्ण समर्थन और सहयोग मिले। तभी हमारा देश सभी क्षेत्रों में समुचित और चौमुखी विकास कर सकेगा।
I hope that with these measures, India will become a developed nation by 2047. Martin Luther King once quoted, "To other countries, I may go as a tourist, but to India, I come as a pilgrim." India is always considered as the land of natural beauty, healing through meditation and yoga, about divinity, religious freedom, and tranquility. Here, the students of our school are going to perform on Kurumbi Mundo to express their gratitude and patriotism in the form of yoga.
कोमुरम भी मूडो, सूरज के शोरों से मिलना है तुझको, मिलना है तुझको। कोमुरम भी मूडो, रग रग की ज्वाला सा जलना है तुझको, जलना है तुझको। शाखों से टूटा पत्ता नहीं हो, पत्ता नहीं हो। जुल्मी की चौखट को घर जो कहाँ, फिर ये जन्म तेरा सच्चा नहीं हो, सच्चा नहीं हो। सूरज की शोरों से मिलना है तुझको, मिलना है तुझको। माटी से टूटा ये धागा वही हो, धागा वही हो, सूरज के शोलों से मिलना है तुझको, मिलना है तुझको।
कहते हैं भूत के पांव पालने में ही दिखाई पड़ जाते हैं। 27 सितंबर 1907 को बंगा नामक स्थान पर जन्मे भगत सिंह। बचपन से ही उनके मन में देश प्रेम की भावना भरी हुई थी। वे अपने साथियों को परस्पर 2 टोलियों में बांटकर युद्ध का अभ्यास किया करते थे। भगत सिंह के प्रत्येक कार्य में उनके वीर, धीर और निर्भीक होने का आभास होता है। आजादी का एक दीवाना नाम भगत सिंह लिखता था, गांव के सारे बच्चों जैसा ही तो दिखता था। सब और खेल खेलते थे, उसको आजादी प्यारी थी। भगत सिंह के दिल में आजादी की दबी हुई चिंगारी थी। उस दबी हुई चिंगारी ने जन्म दिया एक ज्वाला को। क्रांतिकारी बना भगत सिंह, त्याग पेड़ की माला को।
जिसे सुनकर हर हिंदुस्तानी का खून खौल उठता है। वो था जलियांवाला बाग हत्याकांड। की गोलियों ने हजारों बेगुनाह हिंदुस्तानियों को मौत के घाट उतार दिया। इसी घटनाओं से 12 साल के भगत के जीवन पर बड़ा असर पड़ा। मासूम भगत क्रांतिवीर बन गया।
बेटा बेटा क्या कर रहे हो तुम?
बंदूकें बोल रहा हूँ।
बंदूकें?
हाँ जी।
अरे बेटा बंदूकें बोलोगे तो फिर गोलियों के फल लगेंगे, फिर वो बल खाएगा कौन?
अंग्रेज दुश्मन।
एक कॉलेज परफॉर्मेंस के दौरान उनकी मुलाकात बटुकेश्वर दत्त, राजगुरु और अन्य साथियों से हुई। इसके बाद वह रामप्रसाद बिस्मिल और चंद्रशेखर आजाद के संगठन HSRA हिंदुस्तान सोशलिस्ट रिपब्लिकन एसोसिएशन से जुड़े। साथियों ने सेंट्रल असेंबली में स्पेशल सेशन के दौरान दम गिराया और पूरे देश को एक नया नारा दिया, इंकलाब जिंदाबाद।
परस्तों की बस्ती है, इनका शेवा वफा परस्ती है। ओ सर कटाते हैं, जान देते हैं, अर्श से ऊंची इनकी हस्ती है।
इंकलाब, इंकलाब, what the hell is your इंकलाब?
बार बार इंकलाब का नारा लगाते इसका मतलब ही समझते हो?
इंकलाब एक लड़ाई है, जुल्म और नाइंसाफी के खिलाफ।
इंकलाब एक हथियार है, आदमी पर आदमी का शोषण रोकने के लिए।
इंकलाब एक ऐलान है, देश के नौजवानों को एकजुट करने के लिए।
इंकलाब एक चेतावनी है, इस बार पर सरकार को होशियार करने के लिए।
इंकलाब एक पुकार है, सोए हुए आवाज को उठाने के लिए।
इंकलाब एक आवाज है, दबे हुए जमीन को जगाने के लिए।
इस दौरान जेल में 40 दिन की भूख हड़ताल।
सरफरोशी की अब हमारे दिल में है, देखना है जोर कितना बाजुए कातिल में है। फकीराने पे बता तुझे हमसे क्या बताए हम जो बोले, चार किसे
और अंत में राजगुरु सुखदेव और भगत सिंह को फांसी की सजा सुनाई जाती है।
सरदार जी, फांसी देने का हुक्म आ गया है, आप तैयार हो जाइए। 2 पन्ने रह गए थे, पढ़ लो। चलो कोई बात नहीं, फिर कभी पढ़ लेंगे। हमारी पहली और आखिरी ख्वाहिश तो पूरी नहीं कर सकते। मुमकिन हो तो हमारे हाथ खोल दिए जाए। हम यहाँ लोग एक बार गले मिलना चाहते हैं। का बिना
कुछ याद जो घर ना
His performance has given us a deep insight into the life of other people and inspired Tribute to have love and devotion for the nation. India is the country having the most number of young minds who are valiant, free-spirited, and have vision to change the world with their hard work and smart work as envisioned by our Prime Minister. They can achieve anything with their devotion. This feeling must be sown in the little hearts since the very beginning. Now, the students of our school are going to portray their love and devotion towards the Indian soldiers through their performance. यहाँ पर उपस्थित माननीय सभी अतिथि महोदय से मेरा यह निवेदन है कि इस कार्यक्रम के अंत में आप सब हमारे साथ तिरंगा लहराकर वंदे मातरम का उद्घोष करें।
मेरे जवान दोस्त मेरे शहीद होने के बाद जब तुम मुझे मेरे गांव लेकर जाओगे तो ये पता क्या मेरी माँ का पूरा कर पाओगे। मेरा दिल ये बता रहा है वो खड़े होगी घर के चौकाट में उसको बताना उसको बेटा मेरी गहरी पहुंचते मुझे क्या देता और मेरी माँ की पहचान मुझे उनके पास बस इस कहना चाहते चाहते उसकी लेकिन करीब मिला माँ का खुश जवान आज से रखेगा कि मैं देश क्या हमेशा हमेशा मेरे देश का मान शिक्षाओं के बारे में कि देश में मेरे छोटे भाई की माँ को संभाले पर ये बात भी से निकाल लो कि एक माँ यहाँ आंसू बहा रही है तो दूसरी माँ उस सरहद पे बुला रही है उसे एक माँ के दूध का कर्ज भी चुकाना है और दूसरी माँ के बैठी होगी उसे कहना कि दरबार हर साल है और तब तक रखे जब आसमान में जिंदा है वो क्या वो उस पर कभी जिंदा है देश की जिंदा है और मेरे पड़ोस मेरे मोहल्ले वालों को भी बुलाया तो एक मुझे जरा लेकिन मुझे डरना देख कोई आंसू था नहीं एक सारे आंसुओं से डरता नहीं लेकिन आंसुओं को क्यों बहाना इस सारी कहीं बनता नहीं जब मैं इस देश की मिट्टी में मिल जाऊंगा शहीद देश प्रेम का खून बनकर दोबारा खिल जाऊंगा मैं मेरे दोस्त एक आखिरी बात आज के युवाओं से जरूर करूंगा देश का नाम हमेशा बस वो तो कुछ ऐसा करना जिससे देश पे आने वाले हर मुश्किल की शिकस्त हो वो ऐसा जब आपको शुरू है मानो हर दिन 26 जनवरी और 15 अगस्त
सच में इस देशभक्ति के वातावरण में हम सब रोमांचित हो उठे। हमारा रोम रोम देशभक्ति की भावना से भर गया है। हो अमर शहीदों की पूजा, हर एक राष्ट्र की परंपरा, उनसे ही शान तिरंगे की, उनको पाकर धन्य धरा। गिरता है उनका रक्त जहां, वे ढोल तीर्थ कहलाते हैं। वे रक्त वीर अपने जैसों की नई फसल दे जाते हैं। भारत कोई भूमि का टुकड़ा नहीं, एक जीता जागता राष्ट्र पुरुष है। ये वंदन अभिनंदन की धरती है, ये अर्पण की भूमि है, ये तर्पण की भूमि है। इसकी नदी नदी हमारे लिए गंगा है। हम जिएंगे तो इस भारत के लिए और मरेंगे तो इस भारत के लिए, और मरने के बाद भी गंगा में बहती हमारी अस्थियों और मातृभूमि की मिट्टी में मिली हमारी राख से एक ही आवाज आएगी,
भारत माता की जय, वंदे मातरम, जय हिंद, जय भारत. Now I am handing over the mic to SSDEC.
Performance indeed got us goosebumps. It was a real tribute to our bravehearts. Showing gratitude is one of the simplest yet most powerful things humans can do for each other. Respected management, venerable members of the Sabha, the honorable principals, invited guests, teachers, and my dear friends. It's my privilege to propose the vote of thanks to this august gathering. Today, my words are not enough to express my gratitude. On behalf of my school, I would like to thank our chief guest, Sir Manoj Agrawal, who graced the occasion with his presence. I extend my gratitude to the management for the support in all our endeavors. Special thanks to the members of the Sabha for the invaluable encouragement shown to us. My sincere thanks to our honorable principal ma'am, who have always shown provisionary, who has been always provisionary and mentor to us. I thank the teachers who have guided the students to perform and showcase their innate talent. I would also like to thank all the students for presenting a sense of discipline. Once again, I thank one and all for being the part of Independence Day celebration and for glorifying the day. I request everyone to participate in singing our national song, Vande Mataram.